Hello everyone, welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot, Sunday afternoons as I'm doing these readings. We're still in New York with Harry and Meghan. Only Harry and Meghan don't seem to be with each other in New York. Thanks Daily Mail for pointing this out. They have been out and about dining solo in New York. That's on Saturday night. They allegedly had lunch together yesterday in New York with Serena Williams at Soho House, cough cough. But there's no photographic evidence of this, only Meghan striding in. No one else spotted. Whereas Backward was very busy last night in New York, which is of course the photographic agency that Meghan likes to phone up, likes to use. They're the agents that distribute the photos that these photographers take, paparazzi take. And Backward spotted the has-been looking sharp in a navy suit as he entered a car, and I'm quoting the Daily Mail, to enjoy a comfortable fall night in Manhattan. Didn't say where he was going, didn't say who he was going with, except that it wasn't Meghan. And then Meghan was perhaps exiting a restaurant after sharing, and I'm quoting again, a quiet dinner with a friend. Except the friend was her agent from WME, Serena's agent as well, Jill Smoller. And Jill Smoller is all over the place at the moment. She was in Paris with Meghan. So something is going on. Meghan cooking something up with Jill Smoller and has been off for a comfortable evening in Manhattan. You can imagine what the has-been was getting up to, but we're going to ask. Interestingly, neither could be bothered to fly home to the kids. We leave that there. What else do we want to say? Neither was doing anything to silence the splits rumours, and of course many splits rumours after their awkward appearance together at that humanitarian award thing, Project Healthy Minds. Got the tongues wagging. The fact that they're out and about separately the following evening also getting tongues wagging. I'm on divorce watch here. Well, I'm at least on separation watch at the moment. It comes and goes, but the energy is very intense for me as an energy reader along the divorce line. So we're going to just check what the has-been was up to, what Meghan was up to with Jill Smoller. Why weren't they in each other's company? And of course, they don't have to be joined together at the hip as a couple. But it was an opportunity to prove the naysayers like me wrong. Of course, have a cozy night out, canoodling in a nice little corner table somewhere romantic. They could have done that. Backward could have just happened to be walking past, and it would have silenced a lot of speculation. No, not doing that. And who's ready to walk at this stage? I know I've just read on it, but I feel the need to read on it again. And let's just say tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation, just reading energy. Disclaimer in the box below what's going on. Harry on the left, Meghan on the right. What was he up to? His comfortable fall evening in Manhattan. I think it's a fabulous expression, that. Meghan with her friend, Jill Smoller, what's she up to? Cooking something up. And who's ready to hop, skip and jump away? That's, no, we don't need that card. That card can go away. We don't have one of those. That's our underlying energy. Nine of Swords in reverse. It's a stress card, the worry card. Possibly letting off steam as our underlying energy. I'm feeling with this card, the Nine of Swords, that evening was incredibly stressful when they had to appear together, particularly after the near catastrophic car chase in Paris, not the stunt that Meghan pulled, the Diana stunt that she pulled allegedly in Paris. Very tense, very, very stressed. Harry in particular looking like he could strangle her if he could bear to look at her, to find a way to strangle her. Letting off steam. That's what's coming through here. So, phew, we made it through. We didn't actively attack each other on the red carpet. So well done. Now we can let off steam. That's just what's coming through there with that Nine of Swords in reverse. Situation. What's going on? Yeah, the big failure. The world in reverse. Fail. Big, massive fail. And it's very public. Of course, I'm not going to list all the reasons why 2025 has been a dreadful year for both of them. separately and together. We all know all the bad things that have happened, each of them in their own way failing spectacularly. There it is, the world in reverse. But I think there's some element of wanting to hide from the world, which is not traditional tarot interpretation of the world card, but it has acquired that energy for me as a tarot reader doing these royal readings. But also it's a stuck energy. The world in reverse is, you can't move on to the next good thing. You're stuck in a cycle, in a news cycle, in a marriage, in a brand that you can't get out of, and it goes round and round and round and round, and it's exhausting. And that's why you have to go your separate ways afterwards. And let off steam. Harry, what was he up to that night? Knight of Cups. Ooh, my. As I say, he was looking sharp in his navy suit. Or for wooing, the Knight of Cups. Just saying, I'm an energy reader. That card for me is the wooing card, the Knight of Cups. You go with your cup, you offer it to someone. It could also just be in much more innocent energy. I'm just reading energy, all allegedly, all my opinion, all wild speculation. It could also be off on a bender. Knight of Cups is a drinking card. Hanging out with friends, bar, crawling, that kind of thing there as well. So, okay, Megan and her agent, Jill Smoller. She's apparently been passed along from Ari Emanuel himself. Has taken her name off his books and passed her along. So obviously Jill Smoller's got the, this is advice, the hermit. This is huddled in a dark corner of a restaurant, having a chat, picking her brain, getting some advice from her. Where to next? How do I find my way? Where am I going? Doesn't know. I'm not going to start singing 70s folk songs now, but it has that energy. Do you know where you're going to? That sort of thing. I'm going to start giggling. You're all blocking your ears. You can unblock them now. The Hermit is Harry energy, of course, and because it's alone energy, it's how do I handle it if I am left alone as well? What do I do? Advice, expert advice, strategy, that is sitting together, as I say, picking her brain, finding a way forward, finding a new path, all of that stuff. So this is much more serious. He was out on the town, possibly with someone he rather fancied, possibly me speculating, but otherwise just drinking. Why no Megan? Why no Megan? Ooh, okay. The Knight of Wands, we've got two knights here. Action cards, doing cards, but of course Prince. So Prince Harry, that's a very Prince Harry card, the Knight of Wands, because it's him when he's out on the razzle, having a good time. And the Knight of Wands, one of the things he's famous for in tarot is he's not the most faithful fellow, shall we just say. He's a bit of a player, the Knight of Wands. Running around kind of energy. It's coming through twice in this reading. What can I say? I'm reading energy and I'm speculating wildly. If not someone else, okay, then it's letting his hair down and going mad. Knight of Wands. Some drinking, some carousing. That's the more innocent picture that I can paint for you with those cards. How about Megan? Why no has been? Much worse energy on her side. Ace of Cups in reverse. The love bombing has failed. And I think that this is a moment that will go down in history, that the love bombing has failed. I almost want to stop and note the time and write it down somewhere. Stick it in a time capsule. This is the moment that the love bombing finally failed. Ace of Cups in reverse. She tried and he said no. My opinion. Who told you I was on divorce watch? Who's ready to run of either of them? Is he ready to go? Hanged man, stuck. Let's look at Megan before we talk about it more. Stuck too. 8 of Swords. Both stuck. Both stuck. I love it. I actually am happy for them. Not happy for them, I'm happy for us that they are stuck. I think they deserve more time stuck in this marriage before they can finally free themselves from it. He's got major arcana, so it's worse for him. The Hanged Man. Absolutely worse for him. The Hanged Man in this after tarot is being comforted, given succor by a young lady. So while he's kicking his heels, while he's stuck, there is again an energy of another. And I have read on this many times, and there's always been rumours of the blonde here and the blonde there and the blonde in Ukraine and the blonde everywhere. It never really came through for me. I'm not saying it wasn't happening, it wasn't going on, the surfing instructor and all the rest of it, all those rumours. It wasn't the dominant energy because he was more fixated on his misery, his plight. Here, he's finding freedom. Her energy, Ace of Swords. And I'm very interested that this card has shown up because it showed up in the previous reading about Megan and her Luke. And Victoria Beckham's energy was this card in reverse. Megan is still stuck in this marriage that she doesn't want to be in, my opinion, all allegedly, all wild speculation, of course. But what's interesting in the after tarot, someone comes along, a man, and liberates this woman. Now, who's coming along to liberate her? It's not a knight in shining armor. It's more sort of a humdrum than that. So it's a Marcus kind of an energy. Has Marcus come along to free her from this marriage, liberate her from it somehow? But she's waiting to be rescued. She's waiting to be shown the way out of this predicament. Her side, much worse than Harry's. And it was yesterday when I read on their relationship as well. She's been rejected. The love bombing landed like a lead balloon. She's seeking advice and guidance from her agent now in New York. What do I do? What do I do if I am left alone by this hermit energy, by this Harry energy? What do I do? How do I get out of it? The Eight of Swords is a card of vision. When you're in Eight of Swords energy, you're afraid, you're fearful, you're stuck, you're trapped. You can't see a way out of a situation. Megan is waiting for someone else to find the way for her, show her the way, to liberate her, to rescue her. She can't see the way out herself. Very interesting that this reading follows the reading I did right before on Megan and why she copies other people's looks, because she doesn't have her own inherent style or sense of self. In my opinion, Megan equally can't imagine her way out of this mess. She's waiting for someone to tell her what to do. Jill Smoller, my opinion, Marcus. Marcus has to save her and point her in a new direction. That is my reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.